From gold caravans to global trade, these 10 kings shattered Europe's wealth myths. Not just rulers, but titans of prosperity. Not just riches, but empires. Africa's monarchs didn't just possess wealth, they redefined it. Number 10. The Idrisid rulers of Morocco. Masters of the Saharan trade routes. They built intellectual powerhouses and blended Arab and African commercial might. Their legacy? A kingdom where gold flowed like water and knowledge was the greatest currency. But if Morocco's silver dazzled, Aksum's gold would blind. Number 9. The Aksumite coin kings. These visionaries didn't just trade, they minted trust. Their coins, revered from Rome to India, turned the Red Sea into a highway of wealth. Aksum's rulers didn't just participate in global commerce, they set its pulse. Yet while Aksum's fortune sailed the seas, Zimbabwe's empire rose in stone. Number 8. The Great Zimbabwe rulers. Architects of a stone citadel that still mystifies, these kings traded gold and ivory with China and Persia. Their wealth wasn't just in precious metals, but in the very walls that protected it. Zimbabwe's rulers left ruins that whisper of past glory, but Congo's king left something even more powerful, his words. Number 7. King Afonso I of Congo. His diplomatic letters to Portugal reveal a monarch not just wealthy, but worldly. Afonso's pen proved as mighty as any sword, showcasing an African ruler who could match European monarchs word for word, coin for coin. But if Congo's wealth was in diplomacy, Mali's was in gold beyond imagination. Number 6. Mansa Musa II of Mali. Heir to a golden legacy, he kept Mali's treasure chest overflowing long after Mansa Musa's famed pilgrimage. Under his reign, Mali remained a beacon of prosperity that Europe could only dream of. Yet while Mali's wealth was legendary, Benin's Oba turned riches into art that would endure for centuries. Number 5. Oba Ewuare of Benin. He didn't just build walls. He created a canvas of bronze that still captivates the world. Ewuare's Benin was a coastal trade empire where wealth wasn't just hoarded, it was sculpted into masterpieces. If Benin's fortune was cast in bronze, Songhai's was forged in the fires of reform. Number 4. Askia the Great of Songhai. This visionary didn't just collect taxes, he revolutionized them. His reforms and trade expansions didn't just fill coffers, they built an empire. Askia proved that true wealth lies not just in gold, but in governance. But before Askia's reforms, there was a conqueror who filled Songhai's treasuries through sheer might. Number 3. Sunni Ali of Songhai. A military genius who expanded borders and implemented a tribute system that funneled vast wealth into his kingdom. Sunni Ali didn't just rule an empire. He created a machine of prosperity that would endure for generations. Yet if Sunni Ali built Songhai's wealth through conquest, Musa built a legend that would echo through time. Number 2. Mansa Musa of Mali. His pilgrimage wasn't just a journey, it was an economic earthquake. With gold that broke Cairo's economy and wisdom that built Timbuktu into a beacon of learning, Musa didn't just spend wealth, he created it. His legacy wasn't just in gold, but in knowledge that enriched the world. But there was one king whose golden age outshone even Musa's legendary reign. Number 1. Askia Dawud of Songhai. Under his rule, Songhai reached heights of prosperity that left European monarchs in awe. Dawud didn't just maintain an empire. He elevated it to unprecedented levels of wealth and influence. His reign wasn't just a golden age, it was the pinnacle of African economic power, a testament to what was possible when vision met vast resources. These kings weren't anomalies or fairy tales. They were the undeniable proof that Africa wasn't a continent of poverty, but a land of riches beyond Europe's wildest dreams. Their stories challenge everything we thought we knew about wealth, power, and the shape of world history. From the Idrisid rulers' control of Saharan trade to Askia Dawud's unparalleled golden age, these monarchs didn't just accumulate wealth, they wielded it to shape empires, influence global trade, and leave legacies that still echo today. The Aksumite kings didn't just mint coins, they minted trust across continents. Great Zimbabwe's rulers built in stone what others could only imagine in dreams. King Afonso I of Congo showed that African diplomacy could match and outmaneuver European ambitions. Mansa Musa too proved that Mali's golden touch did not fade with a single reign, but endured as a beacon of prosperity. Oba Ewuare transformed Benin's wealth into art that would captivate the world for centuries to come. Askia the Great demonstrated that true empire building comes not just from conquest, but from wise governance and economic innovation. Sunni Ali's military genius created a foundation of wealth that would support generations. And Mansa Musa? His pilgrimage was not just a display of wealth, it was a rewriting of what wealth could mean on a global scale. These weren't just kings. They were architects of prosperity, shapers of global trade, and guardians of knowledge. Their reigns weren't just periods of rule. They were eras of innovation, artistic flourishing, and economic mastery that rivaled and often surpassed anything seen in Europe or Asia. The wealth of Africa's rulers wasn't just in gold or ivory. It was in the libraries of Timbuktu, the trade networks that spanned continents, and the innovations in governance and commerce that shaped kingdoms into empires. These kings didn't just sit on thrones. They built seats of learning, forged international alliances, and created systems of trade and taxation that filled their treasuries to overflowing. Their stories challenge the narrative of a poor, undeveloped Africa. Instead, they reveal a continent of immense wealth, sophisticated governance, and global influence. From Morocco to Zimbabwe, from Mali to Benin, these rulers show us an Africa that was not just participating in world events, but often directing them. The legacy of these kings isn't just in the gold they amassed or the territories they conquered. It's in the way they reshaped our understanding of what wealth and power could mean. They remind us that history is not a single story, but a tapestry of experiences, achievements, and innovations from across the globe. As we reflect on these 10 African kings, we're not just learning about the past. We're uncovering truths that reshape our understanding of the present and future. Their stories are not just history. They're a challenge to reimagine what we think we know about wealth, power, and the shaping of our world. They said Africa was poor. These kings proved otherwise. Their reigns weren't just moments in time. They were eras that defined what it meant to be truly wealthy, truly powerful, truly influential on a global scale. From the Sahara to the Swahili coast, from the Atlantic to the Indian Ocean, these African monarchs didn't just rule kingdoms, they shaped the world. Subscribe to History Rewritten to restore what was erased, to challenge what you thought you knew, and to discover the true titans of wealth and power that African history has to offer. Because in the end, these kings don't just belong to Africa's past, they belong to the world's history, a history richer, more complex, and more fascinating than we ever imagined.